Another record-breaking weekend for airports across the country. For the first time since the pandemic started, TSA agents say they have screened more than 2 million people in one day. And it happened twice this weekend, once on Friday, once on again on Sunday.
Yeah, but with more passengers flying, we are seeing more violence. An unruly passenger, an off-duty flight attendant, forced an emergency landing on a Delta flight that was headed to Atlanta.
The situation's so tense, flight crews had to call on passengers to help restrain the man. CBS 46's Rob Hughes tells us this is just the latest in a string of midair incidents.
Just in the last 6 months, the FAA says it's received nearly 3,000 complaints for unruly passenger behavior, mostly for refusing to comply with mask mandates, but others, like this weekend, for no apparent reason. This was the chaotic scene aboard a Delta flight over the weekend as travelers were called into action to assist the flight crew in subduing an off-duty flight attendant.
We need the restraints!
I'm thinking this guy is having a meltdown in the middle of the sky with all of these people on it, and we need to restrain him.
Morehouse grad Rashawn Williams was one of the men who jumped into action to help.
At first he's screaming and screaming when everyone's taking him down, and then he's apologizing after he's down, realizing like what's going on. He had no control over himself.
The flight ultimately having to make an unanticipated landing in Oklahoma City. It's just one of a multitude of meltdowns in recent weeks. Earlier this month, another man was restrained after trying to breach the cockpit on a flight from LA to Nashville. And in May, this woman was charged with felony battery after videos showed her punching a Southwest flight attendant.
We are on track to have 60 times the number of unruly passengers as we might have had in a typical year.
SARA Nelson is the president of the Flight Attendants Association. She says even though air rage has been an issue for decades, the recent surge in conflict has some flight attendants scared to work.
People have an idea that on the plane, it's a different set of rules.
And a reminder, if you haven't flown since the pandemic began, the federal mask mandate for air travel remains in effect until September 13th. At Hartsfield Jackson, Rob Hughes, CBS 46 News.
Rob, thank you.